Know Your Parasha, Parashat Tazria. Parashat Tazria usually would come together with Parashat Metzorah, the two short parashot, and it's all about the concept of the yearly calendar, the Jewish yearly calendar, that we sometimes have an extra month, and since we are reading a parasha in each month, so we need to have parashot that we can add for those years that we have an extra month, and parashot that, and then when we don't have that extra month, so some parashot would come together with others, and normally it's short parashot that would come together in order to make it more convenient. So this parasha has main two topics. The first one is the part of the Tazria. It's about when a woman is giving birth, the rules that have to do with the Tum'ah and Tahara. There is difference between a boy and a girl being born according to the Torah. This is not the halachot, the way that we keep them today. Today we're doing it's much more, the chumrah is much bigger because of the tradition that came with the tradition that the Jewish ladies had taken on themselves. And then right afterwards comes Metzorah. Metzorah is not leprosy. That is an incurable disease that person that gets it must be in quarantine, and because it's incurable and can be very hard. But the Torah, the way that the Torah is telling us, it's something that has to do totally with Hashgacha Prati, totally with Tumah and Tahara, because the only way of taking care after it is through the Kohen, and there are rules that are absurd if you look at it in a medical way, because if a person is completely covered with tzarat, then he's actually tahor, he's actually pure, which is, of course, doesn't make sense when if it's a disease. And since the same rules, the same disease can appear also on clothes, tzarat habeged, and also on the walls, tzarat habayit. So we're not talking about a disease the way that we know leprosy. It's a disease that is hashgacha pratit, and the way that the mefarshim associate is that we know from other places, it is to do with lashon hara. And the times that we see that it comes is when Moshe Rabbeinu is saying sort of lashon hara on Ham Yisrael, vehen lo ya'aminu bi, they won't trust me, and then Hashem is giving him the siman to put the hand in and out, and the hand is turning to be metzorat kasheleg. And also with Miriam, when Miriam is talking about Moshe, hen gam banu diber, she says that Moshe Rabbeinu is just like them, so there's no reason for him to divorce his wife, and saying that Moshe Rabbeinu is like them, that was sort of disrespectful, sort of lashon hara, because Hashem is saying about Moshe, panim el panim adaber bo, he is not like all the rest, so he is higher. So that was kind of lashon hara talking about him, and because of that she got punished with tzarat. The tzarat is hashgacha pratit, and is to remind us to keep our tongue to talk only good. Then the haftarah of this week would be the story about Naaman. And the story about Naaman, he was the war minister of Aram at the time of Elisha Navi. By the way, there are 4 cases of tzarat being mentioned in the Nevi'im, in all the Nevi'im, and 3 of them has to do with Elisha. Different stories, but all have to do with Elisha. And then the story is that he had a Jewish maid, and she told him to go to Elisha, and he thought that it is some disease, and he said, why does Elisha have to do with it? But that was exactly that, to show him that there is hashgacha prati, that Hashem is the one deciding who would get what. Bezrat Hashem, we should all have besorot tovot. Shabbat shalom.